your cell phones and turn your flashlights on. We're gonna do a crowd shot right here. Don't step to the back of the stage. Yeah, not too close. Thank you. All right, guys. I'll have you turn around. We'll have you guys turn around. Yep. On the count of 3, I want you guys to go crazy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I love it. Let's hear it one more time. How's it going, FanX? Welcome. My name's Danny. We have a wonderful cast here from One Piece, and for all you fine folks, we got our lovely little, where's our people ready for questions? Let me hear from the question folks over there. All 20 of them. Here we go. And I gotta ask this first, though. How are y'all doing? How has FanX, how have the fans, how's everything been going for Salt Lake for y'all?
So good. You guys are amazing.
Beautiful. Excellent.
Totally sucks. I mean, you guys are just the most embarrassing group. Oh, it's been awesome. You guys are great.
Beautiful. Good to hear. Yes, the love is real. The room is full, and I think we have our very first question. Hi there. What's your name?
My name's Savai Toller, and I'm dressed as Monkey D. Luffy. The One Piece is real! So my question is, will you be implementing anything from the live action into the new series?
Oh, I don't know that any of us knows the answer to that question. So far as I know, nobody's been approached about the new WIT series with Netflix. So I guess it will be interesting to find out what that entails. I'm excited to see. It seems really cool.
A good follow-up would be, what do you hope, or what do you think you would like to see implemented, if you can?
I'd like to do
I'm
it.
very curious.
You know, what say you?
Isn't it fun to have the tables turned on you?
Yes, you grab mine.
One.
No. You're
I would love for Usopp to say, I have an army of 8,000 men and 8,000 men appear. That's what I want to see.
Absolutely, and as far as for the live action, now we have our Nico. And I know we're all rooting for her. She sounds amazing, all the things, and I can't wait to see how the arms happen, right? We know it'll be good because y'all have been doing an amazing
So good.
Thank you.
I think it's in the new animated.
What you want to see from the live action into the news.
I'm so confused. I didn't know what the question was. Sorry.
Yay!
Scratch everything I said. Yeah.
We can talk about all of it.
Do you guys know who we are?
Yeah, they should. I think she's.
I don't even know who you are.
We should go down the line.
Let's go down the line. Yes. I'm projecting because I'm an actor. Let's see the face and name behind these characters.
Hey, I'm Patrick Seitz. I'm the voice of Frankie.
Super.
I'm Sonny Strait. I'm the voice of Usopp. And someone completely unrelated, a guy named the Sniper King. I play him too. It's called...
I'm Stephen John Ward, and I'm the voice of me, Hawk.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Glass, and I am Princess Phoebe.
And I'm Colleen Clickenbeard, and I'm the English voice of Monkey D. Luffy.
I'm Stephanie Young, and I'm the voice of Nico Robin.
I'm Johnny Yong-Bosch, and I voice Sabo.
What's your name?
My name is James. If you guys were never in your position right now, where do you guys think you would be? Like,
Sleeping.
Do you mean a career?
Like if we weren't voice actors, you mean?
Oh,
What's the question?
Like, what other shows would you want to be like in other projects from or something like that? Yeah. What other shows or projects, if you worked with One Piece? Here's a way to say it. What's a project that you would want to be a part of? Now that you're this
I would like to be in Cowboy Bebop. Can you make that happen?
Anybody else?
I mean, I'd like to be in as many as possible.
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer.
I would like to get on-camera work just for the money.
I'd like to be in Bleach.
I'm still just gonna say sleeping. I'm really tired, guys. I just want to.
That's the best show.
Yeah, the best show, the reality show, voice actors sleeping. Show tonight at 10 p.m.
Starring.
Start a TikTok just of you sleeping.
Someone's into that though, I'm sure. I don't know. Can I monetize it? Weirder things have happened. You can monetize feet. Why can't you monetize sleeping? I would have loved to have been taken part in the new She-Ra that happened. She-Ra was like my thing growing up, and I actually knew the director who was doing the show, and she kept contacting me and being like, "I'm so sorry, they're using TV names," and so she couldn't get me in. But it was one of those things that was like, when it came back around, I was kind of just happy that it happened. So the people, the kids growing up now could get to experience her along with me and my kid.
I don't think I did.
You must answer, Patrick.
I mean, I'd want to be in Monster and Pluto, but I was, so mission accomplished.
You directed that.
Yeah, it's in. Ooh, the now looks bad, but I was in it. Whoops.
You did great.
But I want to write novels. Like, I like the voiceover too, but I'd like to have enough time and brain cells and energy left over to like plunk out a novel and be like, I made that magical thing of paper.
I didn't know you were a writer.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
He's a great writer.
Master's degree in English. He's a genius.
He's amazing.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't know.
You didn't know what a
novelist. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and give it up for that.
Hi, my name is Armando. So first of all, Stephanie, your I Want to Live moves me to tears every time. But my question is, most stories in media feature dynamic characters. One Piece is kind of the opposite. It features a static character. Luffy never changes.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's resonated so much with audiences internationally?
Right, that's a really good question. I don't know that I have an answer for it. But I will say I completely agree. It's fascinating that we have a main character who knows exactly who he is from the beginning, and no matter what happens in his past or what he's aiming for in the future, he just stays the person that he is because he was already who he was going to be. And yet he's not boring. Usually a static character like that with not a huge character arc would be very boring, but he grows in his abilities rather than changing morally. And I have no answer for why that is or why it works, except that Oda's a genius.
I can answer that, and my esteemed colleague here could probably confirm. Luffy, I believe, is what the Buddhists would refer to as the uncarved block. Can take the shape of whatever is necessary and completely flows with the Tao, and that's why he is awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah, no, that was great, Professor.
Whenever I hear our Luffy, I mean, we've been doing this for a hot minute, right? And I hear her and I still go, how does she do that? How does she do that? So you've also got, I know that Luffy is worldwide in all the different forms, of course, including the live, so amazing. But no, seriously, it's incredible work. And I still go, how does she do that?
How does she do that? Beautiful. Thank you so much.
That's not her.
I know. Hi there. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Hannah. So this is more for like Steven and be part of the crew as well. But what is like the one thing that you would wish that you could take home as far as like your live action costume, and like how was it working with the director and the costuming director?
What would you steal?
So I tried to steal something.
Already?
Yeah. I tried to steal the snail phone that I had in my ear. 'Cause they had 8 of of them on the day, and I'm not a good thief and a good liar. And so I went to the props assistant and I said, what would happen if I just dropped this in the sand and we couldn't find it? And he was like, no, we'll just give you another one, we've got spares. So I'm like, you're not understanding what I'm asking. What if I dropped it in the sand and I couldn't find it? And he was like, you can't do that. So they kept an eye on me after that.
Don't ask. No asking.
Straight, yeah.
What kind of pirate are you?
Me and Steven is very different from me as me, okay?
And now the plan will never work.
But I want to take Yoru one day if they ever allow me. That would be the one piece I do want. The original one, not the other ones that they made before, depending on what we do, but that's what I would take. And as for working with, the director, they're very helpful. they direct you. They tell me where to stand. I love that. No, what was nice with me is I kind of figured out my character early, and they really let me run with it, and I love that in a director to trust me enough to go, look, this is my side of it, but go nuts. And I was allowed to do that, and thank God it was okay. Woo.
Give it up, everybody. Yes.
Hi there. What's your name?
Thomas B. My question is, what are your guys' favorite episodes of One Piece?
Ooh. This is a nice down the line one almost.
1028.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, that came out so quickly. What was it again?
1028. It is, I can't tell them. How many of you were there? How many of you were not there?
That felt like half.
Yeah.
Joyous.
Plug your ears. There's that one moment where you get chills when he finally figures out how to do damage to somebody, and he turns around and says, "We're gonna win. Tell everyone we're gonna win," and that is just awesome. Chills every time I think about it. I love it.
Love that. Who else? Who's got a favorite episode?
This sounds dumb and like I'm sifting, but seriously, I started watching this year because I'm like, it's time to get caught up. And so I'm in the early 200s. I'm in the Davy back fights. I'm falling in love with Foxy, and it's a problem. But like, every episode I watch, I'm just like, everyone is so good, and they've been so good for years. And then I watch the next one, I'm like, they're still so good. Like, it sounds dumb, and like I'm blowing up the question, but really, I'm just so impressed by these people that I get to call my colleagues and friends. It's a really cool thing to watch, and you're like, I know them, they're so cool, oh my god. So yeah, I'm a mess.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I started watching just a couple of weeks ago. I'd only seen like bits and chunks of it, but I wanted to start from the beginning, like most of the Straw Hats had already done. And I got to the Arlong, just finished that one. And I have to say, that's when we came into our own. I really believe that we started getting looser with it, and more of our personalities were warping these characters. But my favorite episode was in Water 7. You remember when Usopp got beaten by someone, and he's humiliated and angry and frustrated and he's crying? That was my favorite scene. And I had been acting since 1979, and I've never shed real tears while recording, but I felt so bad for him that's me crying as Usopp. That's my favorite.
I cry all the time in the booth. My colleagues know this. My favorite episode, it's so sad, but it's just so beautiful and perfectly iconic for Vivi, is the end of the Alabasta arc.
Nothing.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, I'm not there.
Well, you've probably seen the image on a lot of things, but it was an interesting time back at Funimation when we were recording that arc in particular, and just the beginning of One Piece for everyone. It was happening in so many booths, and so like over here they're working from episode 200 and something on, and over here they're starting at 1, and in this other booth they've decided, you know what, let's dub one of the movies, Alabasta, people like that, Caitlin, you're Vivi. What? Like, oh, and we were working 10 to 6 and 6 to 10 in like, it was like 4 booths at the same time. It was wild, but great. It was such a wonderful time, so I just feel all of the love that Vivi has for the Straw Hats. I was also directing on the show too. I felt all of those things.
Put the work in.
Yes, and so I actually did the movie first, her whole arc. I knew everything that was going to happen, and then a couple years later is when we got around to finally from the beginning onward. It's a really weird thing, guys. Anyway, to get to like relive all of it, but in long form was just so precious, and to do some really lovely scenes again. When it comes down to the end of that arc, there's just nothing touches it until she hopefully comes back, dang it.
Wonderful. What are y'all's favorite episodes?
Caitlin, do you remember when we were trying to, I have a vivid memory of us trying to figure out how to say poneglyph.
Yes. Oh, poneglyph.
There were many different pronunciations of poneglyph. Obviously, that's a big deal. Mm-hmm. We got it.
We got
But I remember us don't know. Yeah. But gosh, I feel like we've grown up together. It's just such a gift to be in a show where you get to do that. For me, this is the longest one I've ever been in.
Wow.
So we get real warm and fuzzy feelings up here. I'm with Sonny on Water 7. That's probably no big surprise. Robin finally asked for help. Says she wants to live. Other than that, she has a pretty sweet power-up in Wano that it's about time.
Ooh, you've been thinking. I see. Did you say your favorite episode?
Oh, are you looking at me?
Yeah.
You're up.
I mean, I don't know an exact episode. I just know moments. Why'd you have to look at me?
Thank you.
There are moments. But it's kind of feels selfish for me to talk about Sabo and my moments, you know, and how much he cares about Luffy and Ace and that brotherhood, you know, and I don't know, that just I connect to that really well, you know. You know.
So cool.
He's cool. He is totally cool. And I got into it from the film as well, and so I started there and then went back through. So it was I don't know. I just connect with Sabo well, you know. Well, I don't want to spoil it. Also, there's brothers that even in death our bond will never break. That's like my favorite line that he says, because a brother is maybe passed on. I don't know where you're at. But I lost my brother in real life, so anytime there's that kind of thing, I'm just drawn to it, you know, and so I feel what he feels.
That was a beautiful answer. Give it up.
Do you have a favorite so far?
So far?
I definitely don't know the episodes, but my favorite moment in the anime was that Nami's Get Help. It was the first time I'd ever cried in an anime from like emotion. Well, it's all emotions, I guess, but from like sadness. It wasn't like when Goku turned Super Saiyan against Frieza. That was like tears of excitement.
For Krillin dying.
You don't want to know my thoughts on Krillin.
Yeah! The Krillin kill count.
Oh, again.
That's true. That was number 2 with Frieza.
But yeah, that was the first time that I really was like, and I understood. I was like, I get why people are really into this. It's so
That's the hook.
much depth. Yeah.
Those episodes are kind of known as the hook, where like if you've been watching it for a while, that is what makes you a true fan.
Beautiful. Thank you for your
What a great
question.
question.
That was
Thanks
wonderful.
for that.
Hi there. What's your name?
Andrew Peter, and my question for you is, if you guys could travel to one of the islands in One Piece, which one would you guys like to go to?
Ooh, favorite islands.
Answering first, you guys, on all of them.
Skypiea.
I was about to say that too. Yeah.
Well, that take it back. No,
Say
Skypiea.
it. Say it.
I think that would be cool to be in the clouds like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking Skypiea. It's such a weird arc, honestly. I have fond memories of directing it during that time. But I always love, like, when I come to conventions and being up in an airplane and looking out at the clouds, and I love that. So I think Skypiea would be a cool place.
Nice.
If they fixed all their politics, I would agree.
Yeah, and the goat people are a little weird too. So no goat people, but cloud islands, yes.
I would err on the side of caution and pick Water 7.
I just can't go back there.
Aw. Not a good place for Robin, but...
I wouldn't want to go to Skypiea with the straw hats either. They're reckless.
And we gotta find a better way to go, like an escalator or something.
Wonderful. Anybody else? Anyone else?
I know it would turn into a bad time because I have low survivability skills, but I think Thriller Bark would be fun for about 45 minutes. And then I'd get bit by a zombie and be like, I chose wrong, you guys.
You know, little Halloween, October fun. That's a great idea.
Just pick up some decorations.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Done. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for that question. Give it up again, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Hi there. What's your name?
I'm Erin, and I wanted to ask, out of all the characters you've ever voiced, is there one in particular that you admire or that whose journey inspires you?
Any show?
Any show.
Any show.
I really love Koro Sensei. It's my favorite part I've ever played. And the thing is, so many people have come up to me in the past couple of years and said they became teachers because they were inspired by that show to be teachers. And I can't think of a greater thing that could be a contribution. Because we need good teachers. And he's definitely a good teacher.
Yeah, that's right. I see a lot of thinking here. This is interesting.
I mean, I hate to be prosaic, but Luffy, he's, I think he is very different from me in a number of ways, but the most important way and the way that I actually would like to learn from is that he lives completely in the moment. He is never so distracted or traumatized from his past or so focused on his future that he can't take care of what's in front of him. And that kind of like follows him from place to place. It's why he can fix things for people while he's there, because he isn't so wrapped up in all of the minutia that doesn't matter anymore. So I would love to be able to focus more on being happy in the moment.
I think you're like Luffy also in that you are like everyone's best friend.
Aww.
Everyone who knows you thinks, oh yeah, Colleen's one of my best friends, you know?
That's
and
nice.
Luffy, I think that's how he is a captain. He is everyone's best friend, you know?
Aww.
And Luffy would
That's
answer...
a lie, but it's really sweet.
Luffy would answer the first question for every, like, he would answer every question first. So you're hitting the vibes. You got the Luffy vibes. It's amazing. Anybody else? I feel like this was a really packed question, but it made any other thoughts?
Same with Robin. Same. But I would love to have dinner. It would be really intimidating with Olivier from SMA Brotherhood and Nana from My Hero. Those two women I have such respect for their strength.
Wonderful.
And yes, those women.
Heck yes. Thank you so much for your question. Thank
Oh,
you. Thank
no,
you.
we don't need their answers.
Hi there.
I'm Connor.
Oh, nice to meet you.
My question is, out of all like your characters' lines, what's your favorite and why?
Ooh, your favorite character's line and why? So, what was your favorite character's line in One Piece, and why is it your favorite line? And could you deliver it in that line? You start.
Yeah, I want to hear you guys. I'll start. I'll get mine out of the way. Mine is, I don't hunt rabbits with a cannon.
No, you got it.
I mean, for me it'd probably be it's never a crime to exist! Because it's not. That's just good advice in general for life. Like, you can just take that out of One Piece and run with that. Like,
beautiful.
My favorite line is very long. Oh, the wind carries my day, the cyber island far away. Oh, that's just a taste.
It's my favorite part of the whole show. million. I'm just gonna stick with, oh man, I thought I was gonna get to see a goat.
Well, I want to live is my favorite bit. We don't just sort of throw that one out there, right? But I do love it when Robin says, Frankie, don't speak in Chopper's body. Just stop.
I mean, I already said it. But please. Gosh, I know, right? Even in death, our bond will never break. I feel like, for me, that is who Sabo is. Like, he cares so much about Luffy and Ace, and no matter what, death would not separate that bond. And I just love that about every scene that he's in. I feel like that's it.
Beautiful. Thank you for that question. Give it up, everyone. Hi there.
Can I say one thing really quickly before you go? I just saw, I could say this backstage and none of you would hear it and you'd probably prefer that. I saw a group of 3 best friends who had tattoos that were just the sake cups. So it was all 3 of them had the sake cup, like they had taken the bond of brotherhood. And I think that idea of brotherhood bond is so lovely.
That's really
so sorry.
No, that was really cool. Yeah, no, it must be crazy to see all the One Piece stuff out there. Yeah. Hi.
Sorry, my daughter chickened out.
No,
come back.
No, please. You got this.
Don't worry. It was my fault.
No.
Look at you. Look, we're not looking.
We'll all look away.
I'll come back to you.
We got you. You got the best dad out there. Let's hear your question.
So her question was, do you guys like Squishmallows?
Do you guys like Squishmallows?
Yes.
They're soft and they smell nice. Yeah.
And my question is, where do you guys see yourselves going from here? I mean, in the show. You guys really
sleeping? Are you taking notes?
You mean the characters?
Right. I mean, I don't know how much you guys have actually done, but you see yourselves actually going on any further, or even...
If I'm not King of the Pirates, we take to the streets.
That's it. Beautiful.
I do see, like, there's an idea in my head where it could be, like, he gets there and he's like, that sounds boring, and then Buggy's king.
No, none of that.
But, yeah. But I want, like, a moment.
Beautiful.
Deserve one.
Did we,
did
we answer your question? Did we answer your question good? Yeah. Do we get a thumbs up?
It was the squishy thing.
We got a thumbs up. She's good. She's good.
I have a little girl that's probably your age, and the Squishmallows are taking over the room. And I think we all know they're kind of like tribbles. And it happens. I don't know where we're going to end up, but all I hope is that we're all together. We're feeling.
Yes, please bring Baby along.
We just have to have our own island. Oh, absolutely.
And we are on the tail end. We're almost at the tail end, so we're going to go and get as many questions and round this out as best as we can. Hi, what's your question?
Perfection.
My question is, so obviously the Japanese dub comes first. How do you guys, as English voice actors and also as live action actors, take that character and make it your own? If so.
I think we all make it our own. And like I said, I've been watching it, and in the Arlong arc, I can really hear everyone putting their spin on it, you know. And it's. I think we were more free to improvise a bit in that too, and yeah, that's part of it as well. But you got to put yourself into it to make it believable. It has to come from someplace in you that relates to that. I guess it doesn't have to, but yeah.
I think generally speaking, when it comes to crafting your voice for a dub, you have to think a lot about who your audience are and recognize where your character fits into the world of all the character archetypes in a story this grand. And what that voice is for a Western audience can be different than what it is for an Eastern audience. So that's a great place to start. And then also, we really are inspired by the Seiyu and their performance. We literally watch it seconds before we perform. So it is ours, we take their performance and we use it to make ours come out. Does that make sense?
Was that the first one we got that we, from beginning to end, had the Seiyu's performances in our headphones? Because for a long
For
time,
a while we didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like old school back in the day. We were lucky if we got to hear it.
Did we have it with Full Metal Alchemist?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
I think that there was a section of One Piece that we didn't, but I think for the most part we did the whole way through.
Oh, so there was just a time when you were just kind of like, you couldn't hear anybody and you were just going off.
Sometimes that would happen.
Yeah.
How much do you respect that save, though? To me, it sounds like he's throwing a gauntlet down every time. Like, top that, American voice actor!
I would say more often what happens is we don't have the music or the sound effects while we're recording, which can be kind of distracting. But it is really great to be able to hear the Japanese, and I feel like my job is to take whatever emotion she's creating and bring that to a Western audience. So if she says something and it sounds ridiculous and it makes me laugh, I want you to do the same. Whereas if she says something and it's like, oh, that sounds like you went deep and you got powerful, then I want you to feel the same.
And it's also good because, like, if you're the first one to record, you don't have the rest of the actors to play off of, but we stay so true to the emotions of the original that if you're hearing the Japanese, you're like, okay, I know how they're going to say these lines, you know.
And we have this luxury, having done this for so long. I feel like, I mean, these characters are kind of, they're becoming, we kind of morph, and it's beautiful. We love, I know we all love them. We love them, we love the show. And your cosplay is phenomenal.
It's beautiful, yes.
Just beautiful. You're a fantastic Robin. But it is, it's nice to step in the booth and feel like you know a character so well. You know, that's
And
such
to know
a...
your colleagues so well. So if they haven't recorded yet, I'm like, oh, I know what Sonny's going to sound like, Stephanie and Patrick.
Yeah. And with our last minute, our questions, we are at the end of our time. I am so sorry, but we are going to round this out though, because this is a beautiful opportunity, because we were talking, this is like, how many times do you get a chance to talk to the fans out there? And at this point, to see the love and everything, just if we can go down the line, and if you want to say one final thing to everybody before we call it, and we'll end it on a huge applause.
Pirates are cool and friendship is cool, and to be able to have a show that goes on for this many years where both of those things are prime in the driver's seat is a gift as a performer, as someone watching it. We're all in the same boat, you know, pun not intended.
I want to say this, and this is from the bottom of my heart. Please come to my table after this.
Next up.
I will. I just want to say thanks for all the people that firstly got their parents to watch the live action, and all their friends that just kept never wanting to watch it, who are now watching the anime because they watched the live action.
Man, when we walked out here, you guys, I started crying. I really did. I'm so honored to see all of you. I don't know, we keep saying we've been doing this for so long, and like, we're not ancient or anything, but like, it just blows me away. It just blows me away that after all this time, you're still here. I mean, the show's still going, so that's probably why you're still here, but thank you.
And in greater numbers.
Yeah, this is wild. I never thought that oh gosh. I'm not being very articulate, but
no, it's great.
I love you all, and thank you so much.
We could echo everybody, but I will just say a lot of you come to me and ask how to get your friends who will not watch the show to watch the show, because it's intimidating. I know it is. It's very daunting. There's a lot of episodes, and here's my pitch. We are the only generation of people who are going to get to find out what the One Piece is by watching the show. Every future generation will go into this knowing what the One Piece is, and oh yeah, that's the show where the One Piece turns out to be the blah. Well, this is it. So this is your moment to be, you know, a part of the zeitgeist. So do it. Take it.
That's my new pitch.
Okay.
That's great.
Beautiful.
I would say, if it's a lot, but if you like it, you're going to want it to be 1,000 episodes.
I know, I think we've all heard people said, oh, I said I would never watch it, and then I watched it in 4 months. It's entirely. So thank you to those people that were brave enough to jump on board. I hadn't thought of that. My mind's crunching on what you just said. That's really cool. Whoa. But I think that's, thank you. Thank you for loving this world, and we're also thankful to be a part of it, because it really is a community, and I feel that way about anime in general, but this One Piece family in particular is really special. And you guys are just some of the sweetest people in the whole wide world, and we feel that every time you come to our table. Make sure you go to Sonny's. No, but every time, but every time you come, it's just this connection, and it's beautiful, and it's been life-changing with this show in particular. I feel like like I said, we've grown up with each other. We've been in weddings and baby showers and all the things, and it's just such a gift. She was at my wedding. Colleen was a reader. That's right.
Beautiful.
She read some Naruto at my wedding, and I'll never forget it. I'm really proud.
And last but definitely not least.
Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for supporting the show. I feel like I'm nothing without you guys, and I love you all. And thanks for welcoming me to this universe, even though I'm still kind of new to it. Well, maybe you feel like it too a little bit, but yeah, it feels kind of new. It's so big, and it's extremely intimidating, and I don't feel like I've earned my place here with these guys, but I do want to say thank you to all of you for just being so supportive.
Dude, we are happy to have you in any intellectual property.